Okay, guys, we are back for our round one match. We have drafted our Golgari, Simic, Demir deck. I think I drafted this before. Not really sure. So let's see how it fares. We're gonna be playing first. Not too exciting, although we do have our lands here. I think I'm gonna keep his, provided that we have our land sources and at turn 3 Trestle Toll isn't too bad. And we're going first anyway, so let's just try to keep this hand. Although I would prefer drawing our faster creatures there. Not really relevant because we're trying to find out what we are up against here. So earlier in our pick, we did saw our Boros, which is pretty open at some point. During the first pack, Boros was open and it remained open until the last few picks. So we're expecting there could be a Gruul who was prioritized and some Orzhov as well. Although we do see some Angelic Edicts flying around and some Orzhov cards as well, but the high quality Orzhov picks are not really shown there. So expecting a either a Gruul or Zovi, possibly Ease at some point, but let's see. Rakdos could be a consideration as well because we haven't really seen some black cards or red cards floating around, especially during the Return to Ravnica pack. I'm just trying to wait here for our opponent. I'll probably pause the video if really required because nothing is responding. Let me pause the video for now. Okay, guys, we are back and going first here. Just gonna play our lands for now. So I have to apologize. I needed to pause the video there because our opponent was not around for around 5 minutes. I wouldn't want to be talking alone uh, for 5 minutes there. So okay, a Croconura is an okay third draft for us, to be honest. So let's just pass the turn here. So it looks like an Orzhov guild. Okay, I'm gonna play the Croconura. And this might attack at some point. I'm not really sure if we're gonna block because there's a aerial maneuver or something that could mess it out. So let's see if he tries goes for an attack here. Not really, it was a dead reveler. This might just be unleashed. So we're looking at an Orzhov that is aggressive, and I'm expecting the third color here would be a Boros. Because of the all these aggressive cards that he just used here. So let's play our fourth land and see if we can just use this Trestle Troll. Okay, not gonna attack just as yet. I'll probably attack when my at least I can leave a blocker behind to join Trestle Troll. So our opponent just continues his flux of creatures here, which is Sarichi Tiger, also okay. So he has one blocker, which is fine. Mm. My method of bringing down creatures there was wrong. I should have bought down this one first, and then followed by Trestle Troll, which would maximize our evolve capability there. I apologize, but anyway, should be fine. Let's see what we have here. So I'm gonna try to attack with my Korokanura. And let's summon our Sluiceway Scorpion. We don't have something to regenerate this yet, so we might just block a smaller creature. I don't see any +2/+1 spells within the Ores of Domain, so we'll probably just do that. I'm not sure if he wants to trade here, which is fine for me. Okay, so he just passes the turn. Okay, let's see. I might attack with these two guys. There could be a smite at some point, but not really. I don't see any problem there. And a trade might just happen here. So let's see what he wants or what he has in store for us. Okay, that's fine. So we don't have enough mana to activate both of their abilities. So we just want to be careful on our blocking here. Executioner's Wing on Krokanura should be fine. Yeah, that's where the tiger gets dangerous because if we end up on a race mode here, this tiger is just gonna wreck us. So let's see what happens. It's too small, or I mean, it's too invaluable to waste a removal anyway. So these are such a um, good card actually. I really respect those cards wherein it's really you get that feeling of not wanting to waste your removal, but at the same time, I think it's a good target for our ultimate price here. I don't see it being a problem. So let's see. Can attack with our friend here, and then we might just take out that Zarichi Tiger because it nullifies our efforts to attack. Let's see what happens here. Okay, end of turn. I'm gonna have to take that out, sir. I, for the reasons that you are nullifying my attack, and at the same time, it was his only blocker right there. Let's see what happens here. Okay, what was that? Lunch party. That's a nice response. So he takes out our Frilled Oculus. Okay, and gains back another 2 life. So this was our lunch party, was it? That we just passed around. Fatal Fumes on our Sluiceway Scorpion. Hmm, okay. So that would require us to. I'm just gonna block the Reveler here. So we need something we can attach a scavenge on. And a Nimbus Swimmer isn't too bad. Yeah, I think the play here is to just make our Nimbus Swimmer as big as possible. Although I'm kind of getting worried if we don't have a regenerate mana. If we don't go for regenerate mana, then it's gonna be 1, 2. We have a 3, 3 flyer, which isn't too bad. But if we did go for a without regenerate mana, then we have 1, 2, 3, 6. Sorry, 1, 2, 3. We have a 6, 6 flyer, which is pretty tough to deal with. Hmm. Anyway, it's a one-time investment. If we can still block this rustabout and don't risk ourselves being having problems with the trick. So I'm just gonna make this guy as big as it possibly can. But I wouldn't want to invest my scavenge there on him alone. I'm just hoping he doesn't have an additional removal here because he has used quite a lot of removal already, and I think this is just the best time to go as big as we can here. So given the fact that he is thinking, I think he might just have no removal, possibly a smite, but none of his creature can block here. Let's see how it goes. I still haven't seen his third color. I am speculating it could be a Boros deck, given the fact that the picks he made here are all aggressive ones. So let's just see what happens. It's taking him some time to respond, so at some point it's good for us because it's running down his clock, but not really looking forward to do that. I do want to make some plays here. I'm just really hoping our Nimbus Swimmer here could at least hit once before getting removed. Because other than that, we're gonna be left with just a plain Trestle Troll, which isn't really too bad. Investing a Scavenge on this guy should be fine. Angelic Edict or other removal. Okay, we don't see it here yet. Yep. So a island is not particularly the thing we want to do there. So this is gonna hit once, and that might have given us the value that we needed. He's at 3 cards now. I'm looking that he might just attack here because there's nothing else to do. He didn't attack last turn because we left our swimmer is just gonna kill these guys, but let's see what happens here. We do have regenerate mana up. Obviously that's 8. So he is planning to bring back the tiger from your graveyard, huh? Okay. That could gain him some additional life buffer there. Okay, question here is, do we want to scavenge now? Give another 2 counters on this guy? I think it's not worth it because even if he does a Zerichi Tiger, he will still be at lethal range if we attack later. So what I'm gonna do here is just do an attack. We need to be just patient. Then I'll pass the turn. So not sure if he did draw his removal there, which looks to me he didn't. Now, do we want to take another 2 damage here? Possibly, I'm not really seeing us taking any lethal here unless there's something really weird going on. So hopefully our Nimbus swimmer lives to see another day. Because other than that, yeah, it could be our win condition here. But let's see what happens. Another thing that, okay, um, he, so we are seeing an Orzhov build there, but not really quite sure what's happening. Um, so he might have an aggressive build there. What do we want to bring in? I might consider bringing in the Dispel because we've seen a lot of removals going on there. Uh, can save one of our guys. Gridlock is okay, but um, none of his creatures really block well. Well, that's our assumption. So I think we can set this aside. And then I'm planning to bring this guy in, which is not really exciting, but it might just work well for us, to be honest. And I might take out the Disciple here and bring in this guy instead. So at least we have a way to counter the Tiger, although the Tiger is not really much of a worry. Let's see here. These are the adjustments we've seen. Let's see how it goes. mm, Not really promising here, although we are at the draw, so I might just skip this one. At least we have a turn 3 play. If we do, or do we mulligan this? No, I'm just gonna keep this. Unless he is using or Boros, then it might be a worry for us, but I don't see his deck being too aggressive there, and I'm happy to see a forest here. Mastiff is okay. So it looks like an aggressive Boros deck to me. We might just run this later on or at the end of his turn. That way, if we end up drawing our what's to call this, the Drowning Field, then we can take out this Mastiff if it permits. So it's really an aggressive Orzhov deck here, which is kind of surprising for me. But let's see what happens there. We have a Woodlot Crawler, Sluiceway Scorpion, which can go to our graveyard. So it says here, put a creature or land card. Woodlot Crawler isn't gonna help as much because he's not running green. So I think I'm gonna take the Crazes here. Kind of sad to have the ultimate price join the graveyard slot, but it's alright. So we're just gonna take the Crazes here and possibly put some counters on him, but let's see. Let's see first. Hey, there's our beetle form mage. Do you want to play him now? Not sure. So my instinct tells me that we just need to pray our graces here for the purposes of evolve. Next in line would be our mage, but that could be a little mana intensive for us, although that isn't really a concern there. The more potent concern is that he's gonna start attacking here again, and with this guy, things might just be a worry for us. We need a few more creatures on the field. So it looks like his third color is green, which is really surprising. There's the Rakdos Drake. Okay, so later on we need another green source actually to have a potent blocker, and then have mana up for activating this guy. Either that or we can play the Torturer and then just leave mana, which is an okay play as well. Although this Drake might just be a concern for us if we don't have an answer. I'm pretty happy also that we have a mana left for any non-sorcery speed uh, removal that he might have. So one, two, three. Okay. Having this later on might just work for us. This could be a concern at some point. So we're looking to take at least five here. Five more hit. Let's approach. Mm, there's no way we can counter that though. So we have one, we have two creatures on the field now. Kind of sad to lose that mage. So we're in a pretty tight spot here. Given that the Mastiff is gonna do some lifelink stuff as well. So we need to be bringing down creatures now. And I think the better creature would be a Trestle Troll or this guy. I think we're just gonna just need this one just to stop the bleeding a little bit and evolve our guy here. Hmm. So I might attack with the Drake here alone, but let's see how aggressive he really is. Okay, pretty conservative attack there. There's the tiger. Okay, so we are looking at some stall boards here now. Okay, We can play our troll to have a blocker for this guy. At the same time, although my main worry is he might have just a removal, which he might have just used already there. I'm thinking we can play our troll, and then a clue stone afterwards. The only problem is we don't have the spell mana up, but I think that's a better deal there. Although, yeah, this is two, and it can block this in case this wants to top our reach guy. Either that or we can summon a 4/4 flyer, which is not really ideal at this point because we're kind of looking to be defensive here. Okay, so we just make use of the troll. Not really gonna evolve our crisis there, but it should be fine. And we can maximize the turn, having a clue stone as well. At least we have something to block in the air, but we need to be really moving fast here. Okay, so he decides to attack with the team, which is not a very bad decision there. So we're taking 5 damage. I think I'm just gonna block this tiger because I don't want to be worrying about his life total. There might be a blood rush spell here, Slaughterhorn, that can finish us off. Okay, he might have a trick here. He switched our defender guy. Yep, fatal fumes. All right, that's a nice draw. So what we can do here is agoraphobia this guy, but he will still have enough to attack us. Though we don't really have a choice here. Yeah, we can just play this agoraphobia. And then at the same time, get us a flyer. I wanted to leave a dispel mana up, but at this point I don't think it's really relevant. Um, Earlier, it's just unfortunate that when he played this, we don't have dispel mana up, but that should be part of the game there. So let's see here. I'm just gonna play this one. So it becomes a 3/3 flyer, evolves our guy. So we're pretty much on a defensive form here. Although one of our guys is not gonna block and we just have to take 1 damage from one of his creature. Although technically this can also attack still. We're in a very, very bad life total. I'm not really sure how we can end this. Having a lunch party would also end that for us. So I think he's just gonna go for it here. So his main key card was the Karax, the thing. And we're just gonna block like this. Block. Take out the tiger and this one. See what happens. Okay, so it takes out his team, but he might have a lunch party here, which could very well finish us. Or an extort mechanism. Oh, I'm not really sure. But two life is very, very dangerous. Okay. Also, that's 8. It's gonna bring back the tiger. Yeah, we need one creature here. But it's not, didn't came in. I think it's the best time to use our glue stone now. And the swamp is not really ideal. Hmm, we're in a pretty tight spot here. Okay, let's see what happens. Hmm, Demir Guildgate. So we need one more creature to at least ensure us that we have sufficient blockers. It's gonna be tight though, because he's gonna start gaining a lot of life. Let's see if he has a play here. Okay, this lunch party, we were saving up the dispel just for that. The reason being, um, it will definitely finish us, right? So, good thing this came out at this point in time, and it lessened his creature count as well. So we're gonna play a little trick here and look at his cards. So what did he reveal? It's a swamp he's trying to hide. And we have a Korox the Monitor, which is pretty okay as well. So things are slowly shaping up. Hopefully, nothing really serious happens here. I'm not gonna scavenge just as yet. I'll probably do it next turn, and I'm gonna try to attack with my flyer here. So the life that he gained from the tiger, we can nullify with this one. That's fine. Okay. Hmm, this is not particularly good. I think we can scavenge now and put it on this guy. I'm just hoping he doesn't get a removal because that would become a concern for us. Okay. Okay, that tight drinker is gonna be a very huge concern now. Frilled Oculus is fine. Okay, good thing that wasn't a spell. Otherwise, it would have really clocked us down. We still have ways to attack here. Okay, he's gonna go in with his team. And we are gonna block here. Okay, we can block with, we need to take out this tight drinker. So we're just gonna block like this one as well, and block with this one. Oh my! I forgot that ability. Okay, that's too bad. That's too bad. Okay, that's too bad. Yep, should be fine. Let's just try our best during the next round here. So I'm pretty sure we need to bring this back. Possibly the Blaster Squall, but I'm not really sure about that. Would be worth considering, or this downsize, which is really cheap. I'm not just not sure what we can take out here. Probably this one. Okay, we can take out the Drowning Field and the Grizzly Salvage. Grizzly Salvage because it only fueled his death approach, which was not really an optimal play there. Okay, let's see. I do want to find a slot for a Blessed Squall here, but I think we have Gridlock already. And at the same time, we have Downsize as well. Yeah, let's see how it goes. We're gonna go first, try to be aggressive. Not really sure. Okay, I'm gonna keep this one. Looks fine to me. Surprisingly, none of our two drops appeared. Although that should be fine. Okay, tight drinker. Not really looking to deal with that. Hmm. I should have. No, no, it's okay. Oh, that hurts. Okay. Now, do I want to agoraphobia this guy? Which is probably an okay play there. You can always get back the agoraphobia, but it doesn't stop him from extorting that much. So I think we're just gonna have to save our agoraphobia. But anyway, let's just agoraphobia that. It saves us 2 damage. Okay, hold on. Okay, just making sure our count here is correct. Yep, we're gonna bring down this guild gate and we are gonna bring down our friend here. Let's see if the Reveler still attacks. Okay, he does. Okay, let's see what happens here. I might have a trick at some point or an Executioner's Wing. Fatal Fumes. Okay, that hurts. Alright. Nothing much we can do about that. I might make use of our Glue at the end of turn. Hmm. Let's approach. Okay. He has a lot of remove. Oh my god. Okay. Those were really serious removals there. I'm gonna take our Glue here. Yep, that's a pretty okay pick. Not gonna scavenge though. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna bring back this agoraphobia. And then during my turn, I will put it on the Dead Reveler, which is a much better concern. And summon our Hard Torturer here. Okay, dying seconds. I might just lose this because I'm really weak at dying seconds. I am not too good at maintaining my clock. Okay. All right. That's a gridlock. We might just gridlock here, to be honest. Or, yeah. Let's see what he comes up here first. It's also that aid, which is fine. I'm gonna try to gridlock here now. Okay, I think this is the best time to gridlock. So let's see what happens here. We might just be able to live if this is not okay. It's a lunch party. Not really good there. We needed a creature. Okay, is it another removal? No, but it's gonna bring us down. And we need something here. Okay, he's trying to attack. I'm gonna block the tight drinker. Mm-hmm. Okay, we lost that one unfortunately. But it's okay. I don't really feel bad with what happened there. It was quite a nice game to be honest, and we are just eliminated here. But yeah, I think he needed what he really had there. There was several situations where there's just so much removal, and it wasn't really ideal for us because all removal was that he needed was there. And sometimes it happens, to be honest, and there's just nothing much you can do. You can just play to the best of your ability. But overall, I think the deck was kind of okay. Some mistakes happened there, but it should be fine. I kind of regret playing that Drowning Field together with the Grizzly Salvage because the Grizzly Salvage fueled the Death's Approach, which was a key card, a key removal during round two. That being said, I am still fine with what happened. We were down to a very low life total, but I kind of have the feeling that we could win that at some point. All right. I'm just gonna end this at the moment, and hopefully you guys like the draft part because we can't really do anything about the loss here. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you have any comments, any suggestions, feel free to leave it on the comment section because I really appreciate any feedback coming from you. That's the reason I was making videos like this. It's for the myself improvement, and at the same time, I'd like to point out some mistakes that I did that I hopefully you won't do. Either way, I'm still appreciative of everyone watching, and hope to see you guys next time. Bye for now, guys, and good luck to your Magic the Gathering tournaments. By the way, before I end, it's Pro Tour Dragon's Maze currently ongoing. You may see a lot of draft strategies there, and what are the current block constructed powerhouses. So Pro Tour Dragon's Maze currently ongoing right now. Hope you don't miss it, and always stay tuned to limited resources. I am not really personally involved with limited resources, but yeah, it's something that I can recommend to you guys. All right, see you and goodbye for now.